Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Helen and this is Bastion. Today I have a mandala style infinity vinyasa flow for you. And what that means is that we're going to move around the whole mat in a beautiful mandala shape, and it's infinity style, which means it keeps going and going and going. I'll just go through it a few times for you. You can take it, run with it, do it as many times as you want. So just make sure that you're wearing something comfortable, you've got some space to move, and let's go. So let's begin in Sukhasana, easy pose, resting your hands on your knees, stacking your shoulders over your hips. And just taking a moment just to settle. You have physically shown up on your mat, but just give yourself a minute to mentally arrive, emotionally arrive. Beginning to notice your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And on an inhale, reach both of your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, twist over to the right and bring your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand can come to the floor behind you and just take a soft, gentle twist. Inhale back through to the center as you bring both of your arms back alongside your ears. Exhale to the left, your right hand to your left knee, left hand to the floor behind you. Inhale all the way back up to the center. Exhale the arms down to the side. Bring your hands behind you and release your feet flat to the floor, knees are bent. And just windscreen wiper your knees from side to side a couple of times. Warming up your hips, massaging your glutes and your outer hips. Next time your knees are to the right, leave them there. And just come up and sit. And then bringing the hands back, tipping back again, just windscreen wiper another few times. And then let your knees fall to the left and just come up to sit. And then tipping back again, windscreen wipering. And then crossing at the ankles, placing your hands on the floor in front of you, and just making your way into a tabletop position. Tucking the toes under, drawing the navel in, spreading your fingers as wide as they can go. You have a microbend in your elbows, so you haven't hyperflexed the joint there. Float your knees 1 inch off of the floor. And on an inhale, tilt the sits bones, drop the belly, open the heart, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, round the spine, push the floor away from your chest. Push the floor away from your face and bring your chin to your chest. And inhale back to a neutral tabletop position. On your next exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, to begin our flow. So raise your right leg, bring your knee to your nose, and place the foot on the floor in between your hands. Rise up on the inhale for your high crescent lunge. On an exhale, pull this left hip open into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale. Straightening both of your legs, turning both your heels in towards each other, goddess squat. As you bend your knees, cactus the elbows. Lift up in the inner arches of your feet and press your knees back behind you as you tuck your pelvis under. A big inhale. Exhale, easy twist at the back of your mat. So point your left toes towards the back of the mat, twizzle onto the ball of your right foot as your right hand comes to the floor on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, peel left fingers up towards the ceiling. And really activate through these left fingers. Literally try and touch the ceiling, reach for it. Bring your gaze down. We're going to transition into a half moon. Bring the left hand down to the floor. Bring the weight into that left leg as your right leg lifts. Stack your hip on top of the left. And then maybe reach your right fingers towards the ceiling. And this left hand can stay on the floor, or you can start to leave the floor, maybe coming into balance here. So transitioning from here into our warrior three. So lift up out of this left supporting hip to square the hips. Nice. Bending your right knee. Tuck the knee behind the left leg. Shiva squat. And bring that all the way down to the floor. Bringing your left hand to the floor at the base of your spine. Inhale your right fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist, hooking your outer right elbow to your outer left knee. Maybe bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, unwrap everything. Bring your hands to the center of the long edge of your mat behind you. Step your right foot, big step, all the way to the top of the mat. You're in a wide-legged forward fold, prasarita. Press down into your toes, which are slightly pigeon-toed, as you draw the crown of your head to the floor. If your head touches the floor, just bring your feet closer together so you're not scrunching your neck. The aim here is not to get the head on the floor, but to find a long spine. So transitioning from here into Navasana boat pose. So bring the torso up partway. Turn your right foot towards the top of the mat. Bring the hands to the top of the mat, framing that right foot. Bending your left knee, threading that left leg all the way through as you bring your bottom to the floor. Lifting your legs, lifting your arms, drawing the navel in. Option here to have the feet on the floor or to lift the shins parallel to the floor or to reach your toes towards the ceiling, whichever one you want to do. Breathe. Bending your knees. Bring the feet to the floor as wide as your mat. Thread your arms in between your thighs and lift yourself up into Malasana Yogi Squat. You can also use your hands here behind you to gently push yourself up. So bringing both of your hands to the floor in front of you, lift the hips a little bit as you point your left toes towards the front of the mat. Send your right leg all the way as far as you can towards the back of the mat. You're in a lizard lunge. So keeping that right knee off the floor, shine the heart forwards and feel this really lovely stretch on the top of that right quad, hip flexor, that psoas muscle. And then firm down into your hands, spreading your fingers as wide as they can go. Big inhale. Exhale, lifting that left leg up and back into a three-legged dog. So going straight away on the other side, drawing your left knee to your nose and placing the foot on the floor in between your hands. Rise up on the inhale for high crescent lunge. Opening out on an exhale into warrior two. And coming into our goddess squat, so straighten your legs. Turn your heels in towards each other. Toes are pointing out. Deep bend in both of your knees. Cactus the elbows. And try and keep these elbows shoulder height. They kind of have a tendency to sink in towards your waist. So keep them up here, activating through your fingers. Big inhale. Exhale, easy twist at the back of the mat. So pointing your right toes back. Left hand comes to the floor on the inside of your right foot as you reach your right fingers up towards the ceiling. And again, there's energy here. We're not kind of dumping into this left supporting shoulder. Half moon, bring this right hand down to the floor, slightly beyond your toes. Bring the weight into that right leg as you stack the left leg, left hip on top of the right and lift the left leg. Maybe reaching those left fingers towards the ceiling. And bringing your hands to your heart center as you transition into your warrior three by squaring the hips, really drawing the navel in and lift up out of this right supporting hip so we're not kind of crunching anything here. Little Shiva squat, bend your left knee, tuck it behind the right leg and run it down the outside of your leg as you bring your bottom all the way to the floor. Bring your right hand to the floor at the base of your spine. Inhale, reaching your left fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist, bring your elbow to your outer knee. Option to bring your gaze over your right shoulder. And then unraveling everything, bringing your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat behind you. Stepping that left foot wide as you can. Coming into your prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you want to walk your hands in between your legs and drag your chest through that space. Or maybe you want to hold on to your legs. Wherever works for you. So moving into our Navasana boat pose, bringing the hands to the top of the mat as you point the left toes forwards, bending the right knee, threading that leg all the way through into your boat pose. Again, option to maybe straighten your legs here, keep the knees bent, or even keep them on the floor. That's up to you. Malasana yogi squat. Bring the feet down as wide as your mat. Thread your arms in between your thighs. Lift yourself into your squat. Again, you can use your hands behind you as well to lift yourself up into that. Lizard lunge. Place the hands on the floor. Point your right toes towards the top of the mat. Big step back with that left leg. Shine the heart forwards. You can be on tented fingers here as well if you prefer, or hands flat down, whichever kind of feels best. And then sending this right leg all the way back up behind you, three-legged dog. So let's move this again, move into this again, infinity style. Right knee to your nose, place the foot on the floor, in between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Straightening your legs, turn your heels towards each other as you bend your knees, goddess squat on an exhale. Bringing that right hand to the floor on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, easy twist. And bring that top hand down on an exhale, and on your next inhale, launch yourself into your half moon. Exhale into your warrior three. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Bend the right knee, tuck it behind the left. Bring your bottom all the way down to the floor. Inhale, right arm towards the ceiling as the left hand comes to the floor behind you. Exhale, twist outer right elbow to your outer left knee. Big inhale. Exhale, unravel the spine, prasarita. Bring your hands to the center of the long edge of your mat behind you. Sending that right leg towards the top of the mat. Draw the crown of your head towards the floor. And then bringing the torso up partway, transitioning into boat pose by threading this left leg all the way through. Boat pose, Navasana. Yogi squat, Malasana. Bring the feet to the floor, lift up into your squat. And keeping the left foot forwards, send the right leg all the way back, lizard lunge. Big inhale. And then exhale, send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And bring your left knee to your nose and place the foot on the floor in between your hands. Rise on the inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale into warrior two. Straightening your legs, heels in towards each other, toes are out, goddess squat. Big inhale here. Exhale, easy twist at the back of your mat. Inhale, those right fingers up. Exhale, bring your gaze down, bring the right hand down, and on your next inhale, lift up into your warrior three. Into your half moon, stacking your left hip on top of the right. Now coming into your warrior three, squaring the hips, bringing your hands to your heart center, bending your left knee as you tuck it behind you, and bringing your hips all the way to the ground. Right hand at the base of your spine. Inhale, left fingers to the ceiling. Exhale, twist. And on an inhale, unravel. Take an inhale, exhale, unravel everything. Hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. Left foot all the way to the top. And drawing the crown of your head towards the floor. Again, if your neck is crunching, bring the feet closer together. Navasana, boat pose at the top of the mat, threading that right leg all the way through. And take it to the degree that you would like it to be today. And then bringing the feet to the floor as wide as your mat, lifting into your malasana. Bring your hands to the floor. Step that left leg all the way back. You're in your lizard lunge. Firm your hands into the ground and send that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog. And bring that right foot down. You are back in downward facing dog. Now, if you want to, you can continue with that flow, infinity style, for as many times as you want to. You would simply go again on the right and then keep going and going and going. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to stop there and bring the knees down to the floor. Tabletop position. Just rolling the shoulders back a couple of times and forwards a couple of times. And coming to sit. And pressing your palms together at your heart center, resting your thumbs on your chest, and softly close your eyes. And just feel your breath, feel your pulse. Feel the echoes of the movement within your body. Take a moment to let that land, to let it settle. And take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. So thank you so much for practicing today. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends if you liked it. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.